respected ladies and gentlemen of Australia and worldwide. I, Priya Desai, living in Sydney, Australia, NSW, with my husband Lingraj and two minor kids aged 10 and 14. I kindly request your help and support to find justice and fair outcomes in Amartya, my son's case. Here I am claiming a serious corruption, illegal and inappropriate practice in the healthcare sector, public healthcare sector, by a senior gastro specialist who is also a head of department in the reputed Children's Hospital in the Western Sydney. Parents are requesting your help to support Amartya in this matter. Amartya's case is being suppressed by bigger organizations and higher authorities. HCCC, Health Commission complaints, is the highest and the right organization for this case, who also has the law enforcement authority here to take action against the illegal and inappropriate medical practice by the senior gastro specialist and the Children's Hospital. I have placed my complaint last year November with HCCC. Till now, I have not found answers to my questions and nothing has been actioned from HCCC. The basic simple request has not been actioned, which is transfer of Amartya from the current existing gastro specialist to a different gastro specialist and a different hospital where Amartya is safe and he is being treated according to his current situation. For 7 months, more than 7 months now, Amartya has waited for a simple transfer of a gastro specialist and the hospital. This particular senior staff in the gastroenterology department has conducted deliberate and intentional wrongdoing in the medical health practice towards Amartya for 7 long years. This is not a one-time mistake or one-time medical negligence. This is severe corruption, intentional deliberate action to bring down somebody's health. Senior gastro specialist has exercised his position, his knowledge to produce fake and false pathology results, medical reports, notes, previous claims. By doing, he not only has breached the National Health Practitioner laws, but he has also breached the National Health Act 1953. From 2014 October, Amartya is on biological treatment, which is called as infliximab infusion, which is given through intravenous saline infusion for 2 hours. For this treatment comes for the high level risk patients, and this is an expensive treatment. According to the clinical governance team of the Children's Hospital, this particular treatment is funded by Medicare, the government health fund, as well as the Royal Commission Health Fund, half of it. So basically, the service which has to be received by the senior gastro specialist and the hospital has not received by Amartya for 7 years. We have the evidences, clear and open evidences, that is 14245 claim, the mandatory administration claim for these infusions are missing from Amartya's health Medicare claims as well as the private health insurance claims. The 14245 claim administration is the responsibility of the gastro specialist. The gastro specialist has to visit the patient during the infusion hours, and he has to claim that this infusion has been given for so and so patient on so and so day, and claim that either in Medicare or private health insurance, which is missing. The gastro health specialist, along with the clinical governance team, have provided misleading and wrong informations to the family. They say that no other hospital, no private hospital or any other hospital provides this infusion other than Children's Hospital for the children of age of Amartya, that is 14 years old children. Sorry, this is the wrong information provided by you, the clinical governance team, whereas I have got other private hospital governance, clinical governance team email stating that they are happy to provide this infliximab infusion in the private hospital by a private doctor if it is required for that patient. So they are not ready to, this particular children's hospital as well as the specialist is not ready to investigate the past infusions. They are not ready to release Amartya to a different care. What are they up to? I mean, what are they trying to prove? Now his organs have damage. They have come to a point of threatening to kill Amartya. Sorry. I have clearly mentioned in a couple of meetings that we are not in a dictatorship land. We are in Australia and this is 2021. Every patient has the right to choose the hospital as well as the doctor where they are feeling safe, comfortable, and they have the right treatment path. I have come a long way. I have raised this complaint with HCCC, the Healthcare Commission for Complaints. I have raised it with ICAC, Independent Commission Against Corruption, where a standard group of law enforcement authorities are there to look into the case and do the right investigations. You won't believe me. For your surprise, ICAC just denied to start the investigation in this case. They think there is no corruption. How could they figure out without even starting the investigation that there is no corruption when I have given the clear and open evidences? Just makes me wonder. I mean, where we are heading in the healthcare sector, where people should have trust and confidence in the public health hospitals and law enforcement organizations. If you are not standing up against corruption and illegal, inappropriate conduct, where the patient should go. I mean, even they mentioned, like, because infliximab infusion is not given in any other hospital, private doctors might not take Amartya. I have visited 3 private doctors to help Amartya's transfer and take care for the better treatment, diagnosis and treatment. All 3 doctors denied to take Amartya as a patient just by giving a reason that there will be a professional clash between the current existing gastro specialist who is the head of the department and with the Children's Hospital. I believe most of the doctors in the Sydney, the gastro specialists, pediatric gastro specialists, have been graduated from this Children's Hospital. Children's Hospital has given training for them to graduate and become the doctors, so they have obligation towards the Children's Hospital to take this case and expose the illegal and inappropriate practice for so long. I understand there is a professional clash if you take Amartya's case, but for your information, all the doctors have taken Hippocratic oath where they state patient's health is the first priority than anything else. You will put patient health as the first priority than professional relationship or being obliged to the hospital who has trained you as a pediatric gastro. Sorry, I mean here a child's health and life is at risk and no one is ready to take the responsibility. We are in that situation now. The senior gastro specialist, current senior gastro specialist as well as the clinical governance team have provided incorrect and inappropriate information. They have misguided the parents, stating that Amartya has received the infliximab infusions and there were infliximab levels done in a year for a couple of times where there were levels lesser than the therapeutic level, so they have done the antibody tests. They have provided us couple of antibody test results as well, the pathology results. You see, the antibody test level when they conduct, it is non-rebatable. It is non-rebatable item to the Medicare as well as the private health insurance. The patient will get a claim, the bill invoice for this test done. They have done a couple of tests, maybe some 6, 7 or 8. Till now, we have not received a single invoice for this anti-level test done. Who paid for them? How did you do the test even not given the medicine? There is no medicine given for Amartya, infliximab, and you are claiming that you did the levels test as well as you performed the antibody level test where we have not received a single invoice. There are open evidences, there are very clear evidences on when they are existing. You are having so much of confidence to go ahead and keep on giving them wrong information and misguide and claim that you have given the medicine. Sorry, I mean, where we are heading, you have not only got into illegal and inappropriate practice, now you are threatening, bullying and harassing the family and the patient by not releasing the patient to a different hospital and different care. I mean, it is unbelievable. Amartya has come home. Right now, Amartya's situation, we don't know which organ has been affected because of the illegal and inappropriate infusions. The clinical governance team as well as the hospital has left no stone unturned to threaten, to injure and kill Amartya. They have reached to the level that they have influenced school principal, Amartya's high school principal as well as the staff, some of the staff, to get into illegal and corrupted actions in the school premises. The corrupted staff have been drugging Amartya through the water bottle. This has been happening from 2017 and 18. I have been observing and communicating with the appropriate deputy principal and the school principal. For me, it is very clear that the school principal has been influenced by the corrupted hospital staff, that she denies to many of the requests from the parent, including Amartya cannot go on for 2 hours long sports lessons. Amartya has come home from very abnormal and alarming symptoms as chest pain, heart beating very faster, back pain, severe back pain. He complains from the sports hours when he comes back to home, severe back pain. Couple of times his nose has been bleeding after the sports lessons. He complains about the pain, the back pain as well as the knees and knuckles swelling and pain. His tooth color has changed from white to yellow and his breath sometimes has bad smell. All these symptoms points me towards the possible kidney failure or infection. I have mentioned this to my GP as well as the gastro specialist. Gastro specialist has not provided me from the 2013 to till date not even a single pathology result. When I ask him any results, he would say why it is required. Is it really required to you when I am there to take care of all the pathology results? This is what was his statement. If he provides the pathology results, that we will take a second opinion outside going and we will shift the doctors. Yes, that is what was intention when he was not taking care of Amartya. My GP has been very helpful in this. She used to request for the hospital to provide the pathology results, and that's how I used to collect the pathology results from my GP. I have communicated to the GP regarding Amartya's joint pains, back pains and other alarming abnormal symptoms, and we have got his pathology test done for the kidney functioning this year February. Since I live very close to the Western Sides Children's Hospital, the hospital staff along with some of the neighborhood influential people as well as the police department is involved in this, I believe, because I have raised to the police department about threatening incidents against Amartya in the school premises as well as on road, which police department has not taken care till now. Amartya's case has been escalated. School principal and staff, some of the corrupt staff has been drugging Amartya year long. Parents have complete evidences and clear evidences that Western Side Children's Hospital has not provided the infusions, and because of 2 liters of saline without any medication label on them, the inappropriate and illegal infusions have compromised some of his organs now. Which organs we need to diagnose. Until Children's Hospital don't release him, it is not going to be diagnosed. They are threatening to injure and kill Amartya now by not releasing him to a better specialist and a different hospital. This is, the heights of corruption and medical malpractice. Amartya has this infusion every 8 weeks in a year, so 6 infusions. Each time we go for an infusion, they have physically and mentally tormented Amartya by pricking Amartya 7 to 8 times. For a single cannula insertion, the nurse staff in the day stay ward where he takes the infusion, at times they have pricked 7 to 8 times. Just to take a single injection, we adults make so much of fuss and we are scared to have that needle inside the veins. Imagine a 7-year-old boy, 8-year-old boy, now he is 14-year-old, all 7 years he has gone through this tormenting treatment where the nurses are pricking him minimum 7 to 8 times at times for a single cannula insertion. Auburn CSE has got involved in this case by the gastro specialist in March this year, stating that parents are not willing to take Amartya for the infusion. Amartya's infusions have been delayed for a couple of weeks, and if he don't receive the infusion, he will be in a serious health situation. So he has to receive the infusion as soon as possible. I would say here, the gastro specialist as well as the hospital has claimed serious allegations against the parents. Parents as well as Amartya has not missed a single infusion from 2014 to till date. This year I have escalated it to the point that Amartya will come to the next infusion only if hospital is able to provide me not the verbal evidences, the facts and physical evidences 14245 claims for this particular infusion. They can take their time. Until they take their time to produce these claims, they should allow the parents to witness the medication preparation by the nurses during infusion. So hospital could not provide 14245 claims for 6 months. From last 6 months when I have escalated it to the HCCC, they even didn't allow parents to witness the medication preparation. So that is the reason in March his infusion was delayed for a couple of days when I was negotiating this, as well as the day stay ward manager, she herself has changed a couple of days of infusions on her own, stating some very inappropriate and unreasonable reasons why the infusion cannot take place on that particular day. So basically, by involving Auburn CSE Child Welfare Organization here, hospital staff wanted to threaten and prove that parents are mentally sick. They have left no stone unturned to prove that the parents are mentally sick, so that this case won't go further anywhere, it won't progress, and it will be closed, stating that parents are giving some false information. Really sorry sir, we have got all the required evidences. They are very clear, quite open, and we are well educated parents. I'm wondering if they can fool around an educated parent like this, what they would do with the other parents who are not much medically educated or cannot take such actions or steps. Quite a couple of times when Amartya has been to the infusion, this medicine is called as cytotoxic medicine, which is harmful for the open skin for a prolonged use. So the medicine has been leaked on Amartya's body while doing the pathology results and cannula insertion. Nurses have leaked his blood onto the dress. Amartya has been through all these physical and mental torture by the clinical staff, the nurse staff, as well as the managers. It's been a long time. I mean, you cannot harass a patient, that to a child, for such a long time without giving the medicine. From February, I have started emailing to the MPs. I have emailed to the Prime Minister, Honorable Scott Morrison. I have emailed to the NSW Health Minister, Mr. Brad Hazard. I have emailed to the Health Minister of Australia, Mr. Greg Hunt. I have emailed to NSW Premier, Ms. Gladys Berejiklian. I have not got any positive response or actions till now from any of the MPs. It is a sad thing, it is a disappointing thing, but it has happened. The NSW Health Minister, Mr. Brad Hazard, is a complete responsible person in this case, because Royal Health Commission fund is misused. The National Health Act 1953 is being breached by a reputed children's hospital and a reputed gastro specialist. Sir, you need to stand up for this corruption and provide a fair and responsible answer for Amartya's case, I would say here. Till now, I have not heard from you any positive steps towards in this case. This is definitely a civil case which might turn into a criminal case, where 7 prolonged years a senior gastro specialist deliberately and intentionally has taken Amartya's health down. now Amartya's kidneys are not in a functioning state is what parents are suspecting, which is not being diagnosed, but the evidences for this is Children's Hospital is trying to cover up by setting up the hematologist appointments and further investigations and further infusions. What infusions we are not sure, to cover up their other organ damages towards Amartya. Parents are encouraging Australian public as well as the worldwide public to please go through the videos and help for Amartya's better health, as well as provide you, have your say, so that Amartya can move towards a better health prospects. The gastro specialist and the Children's Hospital for 7 long years, they have abused, physically tortured and psychologically tormented Amartya. This should not go any further. Many other children are suffering similarly in Children's Hospital as Amartya is suffering. Personally, I have been in a room where there were a couple of other parents with Amartya's age children, and they have experienced the similar thing with the Children's Hospital, similar malpractice, similar manipulation of the pathology results and other results. There is a serious corruption in public health sector. My motto, my agenda or intention was not to get the corruption out. My intention was to provide Amartya the right care, the right medicine in the right time. Since it has been delayed for so long, and I have come across other parents and other children in the similar situation, now forcibly I have made to open up towards this corruption and put a case and allegation towards the medical malpractice or inappropriate illegal practice and the corruption. Please go through the video and help support Amartya. We might also start a petition towards Amartya's better health prospects. So please go through and have your say and support and help Amartya to get back into his rightful medical treatment and have justice for Amartya. Thank you. Bye.